Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. This one fielded at the 5.
We got this.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
15 line. Tighten up. Pull it together. Check.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Mike 51. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half and some of these shorter games.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Come on now, let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Oh, he's going to. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Bortles. And this is caught by Watkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
On the ready.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, orbit. 51 to Mike. 51. And 2.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. 2nd and 5 now. Bortles. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with a J. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down. 60 outlaw. 54. Rock it. They go.
The first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Fournette. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Leonard Fournette, 62 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Bortles. Being chased out left. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Preston Smith there on the stop. To throw on second down. Ford trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw on 3rd down. Ford on the catch. It's Jarius Wright. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. A give running right is Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Alpha. JD weapon.
2nd and 5 now. Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Go. Get it.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Look at me. Go, fight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, Ford. And he connects with Ertz. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Leonard Fournette, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. From the gun, it's Bortles. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Set, 8, read. Hey, lock it.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Set, 91. Hurry. 2.
On second down, here's Fournette. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ford. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw, it's Bortles. That's caught by Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Bortles. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, at a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And an alley to run. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Bortles. Flush to his right. Cooper's got it. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
60-or.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
10 logo. You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bortles complete to Jones. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 51. Now.
Bortles going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Rock it.
He completes it to Tate. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
218, chopper.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ford. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Fournette. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
To throw on second down. Ford looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Ford. And Tate's got it.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here. Draw courses. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Ford under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Bortles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Leonard Fournette with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Chubb on first down. No room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Chubb running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Bortles to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bortles. He's already proven to be a fact. And now here's another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a run. This is below Powell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A beautiful fake. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Throwing is Bortles. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A gain there of 21 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch tight. Tight is right. We got 4. We got 4. Check 27. Eyes on 27. Check 9, check 9. Showing it, showing it. Ready, ready.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. And an alley to run. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. He's at the 30, 10. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll give it to Chubb. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They begin with a run by Fournette. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
54, Mike, 54. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Fournette. And he's got this down to the 35. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now Leonard Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.